Gonna go answering questions when it comes to money, mindset, trading, risk management, everything. I even take a GT3. He be sounding nice, but you know, I want something still different. Not every day I'm gonna do some fun stuff, but when I do go to Atlanta, I'm gonna have a lot more fun stuff. I'm gonna have a lot more cool vlogs. I got a nice little high rise out there. We're gonna have a whole lot of valuable questions that I can help answer you guys and just get you the answers you need to get to the next position, to get you to the next level, and I'm gonna give you some of that for free. And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today it is indeed Sunday. It is the last day of the week or the beginning of the week, depending on how you want to look at it. I've got through some shit in my comments where I had to figure out whether Sunday was the first or the last day of the week, but neither here nor there. It's Sunday. I do have some one-on-one calls today, so if you want to be able to be a part of that, make sure you apply in the first link in the description. I have a group call with the team later on tonight. It's going to be a Q&A. We're going to answer everything when it comes to money management, risk management, trading system, life, all of the above. So we're going to give a whole lot of value. I have them asking questions from now until later on, so we're going to have a whole lot of valuable questions that I can help answer you guys and just get you the answers you need to get to the next position, to get you to the next level, and I'm going to give you some of that for free. That's what we have planned later on. Right now, I'm about to go to the store or go to the mall because it's my girlfriend's mom's birthday. We're going to get her some stuff at the store. She has work later on, so we're going to go do that, hang out with her mom, probably get some food. So a lot of the stuff's not going to get recorded as of right now, but I'm going to bring my phone. I'm going to get you a little blog stuff, but it's going to be a value-packed vlog, so make sure you stay to the end. And if you didn't already, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to the video. Once again, in the elevator, going to the car room. Where did you park the cuddle? Good old garage. Yeah, I don't care to drive my car, my Mercedes, nothing. I need a V10, R8 Huracan, something gonna give. Shit, I even take a GT3. The GT3, he be sounding nice, but you know, I want something still different. I don't really even care for the Porsche. I'd want to drive it. I want to have fun with it, but I don't want it. So we just gonna continue being passenger for now, but it's 10:50 in the morning. Let's get this day started. Fresh out the gym, boys and likely gals. I know I got both genders that be watching, so shout out to both of y'all. But we just got done the music to my ears. Just makes me want to get a car. But I be telling myself, like, I'm not getting a car unless I get a car that I actually want. If I get anything right now, like if I were to get a car right now, I would be settling because I can't get the car that I would want just yet. So I'm just going to hold out. My girlfriend got a car that I bought her, so I don't got to drive nowhere. I got my Mercedes if I need to drive somewhere. And honestly, I don't really care to drive anywhere unless I'm in a V10. So I'm cool. I'm cool for right now. But that being said, I am going on a trip in 2 days. I'm going to Atlanta, so I'm going to be out in Atlanta for a couple of days. So anybody in Atlanta, I'm going to be out there. So shout out to y'all supporter-wise. I know I got a lot of people out in Atlanta and Georgia and stuff. So I'm probably meet some of you guys. I'm going to link with a couple of people that I know out there. So it's going to be fun. So with that being said, I do want to hop on a call with the team. I could still hear that car going crazy, but I'm going to hop on a call with the team, and that's going to be the majority of this vlog. It's not even going to be a vlog. It's just going to be a value-packed video. I'm going to go answering questions when it comes to money, mindset, trading, risk management, everything. And regardless, I'm only going to give you guys a little bit, but just give you guys 10, 15 minutes out of the hour that I'm going to have with the team. It's still pretty valuable in my opinion. It's going to give you guys a lot of answers to your questions that you may also have, because I'm trying to help you guys. I'm here to give value on a daily basis. Not every day I'm going to do some fun stuff, but when I do go to Atlanta, I'm going to have a lot more fun stuff. I'm going to have a lot more cool vlogs. I got a nice little high rise out there. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. But as of right now, it's a Sunday and I'm working in the crib. So guess what? You're going to have to just get the value. So I hope you appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll see you in the clip. The main thing when it comes to habits, just keeping it 100% as simple as possible. It just comes down to your daily routine. You are who you are because of the things you do on a daily basis. So when it comes to habits, building yourself outside of trading, have a routine for things that you're supposed to do outside of trading. Now, I'll just give you an example just because examples are always going to be the best fit. For me, if I want to get in fitness, what am I going to do? Go to the gym. I'm going to delineate time on a daily basis to go to the gym. I'm going to delineate time on a daily basis to eat
accordingly, to eat healthy, to go get food. You get what I'm saying? That's one aspect. Say I want to build myself content. I'm going to post a video every single day. I'm going to edit my videos every single day. I'm going to post content on Instagram. I'm going to post stories. I'm going to post reels every single day. That's just something that you can add to your daily routine that's going to build your habit. If you can get in the habit of posting every single day, I mean, there you go. That's building yourself outside of trading. It really just comes as simple as what is your daily routine? Have something in your daily routine that's going to build yourself in that aspect. I have certain students that want to get into streaming. Stream on a daily basis. Get experience streaming. Study how you could become a better streamer. But it just comes down to having your routine that is going to allow you to just show up every day and do something. We're here for a reason, right? This is outside of my trading. This is, I guess, around my trading, around my other business of teaching other people. But this is on a daily, weekly basis. I have a routine that I stick to that keeps on getting me reps in a specific area. It just comes down to your daily routine. What is your daily routine? That's going to build your habits. Simple as that. Next, dealing with the losing streak. So the main thing when dealing with a losing streak, you're only going to feel like you're not confident in yourself and system if you haven't stacked up enough small W's, right? You got to stack up enough small W's. And what might those small W's be? Passing funded accounts, getting payouts, getting withdrawals, doing any of those sort of things, because those are all little minor small W's that over time are a lot of money, that over time is like into a big W, right? Making you a consistently profitable trader. But it mainly just comes down to success. When I go on a losing streak, I know I've made money with my trading system before. Like this week that we just had, it was a good week. Me having more of those good weeks is going to allow it so that when I go minus one day, I lose a trade. When I go another day, lose another trade. When I go another day, lose another trade. I know it's not the end of the world because it's the same thing that I'm doing that lost me money. It's the same thing that I did that made me $7,000 in a week. You get what I'm saying? That was only with 3 trades essentially. That's not going to. That was with 3 trades and I lost those 4 trades and I lost one of them. So it could have been even more. But you get what I'm saying? It just comes down to stacking the small W's. If you haven't stacked the small W's, get more experience. Pass more accounts, get more payouts, right? And if you can't get more accounts, if you can't get more payouts, then you're in the way of yourself as of right now, right? Because if you can't stack the small W's, then there's something leading up to why you're on a losing streak, right? But if everything else is taken care of, just got to stack those small W's. Money management overall. So it just depends on, I would just say the best way to put it is just look at it as percentages and compare to what you have to spend every single month in comparison to how much you make every single month. But you don't want to spend everything you got. You want to be able to have money saved. Now, I'm not going to say do this or do that, do this, because I'm not a financial expert, right? It will just all 100% be my opinion. It is really just comes down to making more than you spend and keeping it as simple as that. When it comes to trading, you're going to take losses, right? In life, you're going to have to spend money, right? You have bills, you have living expenses, you have things that you're trying to do, you have businesses that you're trying to invest into. It just really just comes down to not spending more than what you're making, right? Just think of it as like a 1 to 3. Whenever you spend something, are you going to make money from it back? If you're not going to make money from it back, then you got to also keep in mind how much it is that you're spending. But in my opinion, money management is something that you kind of learn over time from going through shit, learning what not to spend money on, learning what actually requires money. There's really no, in my opinion, like I would have to know your individual situation better, like how much you make compared to how much you're spending versus how much you have saved, like all these individual things. But I would say the best way to look at money management is look at it like your trading account. Would you risk everything on one trade? Think of it like that. Every time you go to spend something, imagine like you're taking a trade in your account. Are you gonna, if you have $1,000 account, are you gonna spend $900 on something? Leave yourself with 100? No, because you're basically gonna take yourself out the game. You're gonna wanna spend accordingly based off of what your account size is, aka how much money you're making, aka how much you have saved up. But that would be money management. I saved a lot of the questions that you guys had, even though some of them might be a little bit, I don't want to say bad questions, but I have a couple in here. Mr. Kostas, if you're here, I have one of your questions, so yeah, just know that's coming up. So almost passing accounts, then going back to break even after losing streak. Almost passing accounts and going back to break even after losing streak. I would have a couple of questions depending on who asked this. When you go on the losing streak, do you lose the account, or do you just go on a losing streak back to break even and you're kind of just like not really moving? If I'll give it a second in case one of you guys were the one who asked the question. Okay, so I'll say it really comes down to like what I said earlier with the dealing with a losing streak, because Losing streaks are going to happen. Losses are going to happen. We have winning streaks. We have losing streaks. It's going to be like that sometimes. The main thing is just not taking yourself out the game. We're going to lose trades, but that's when having good risk management is going to come into play, because if you allow yourself to take too many trades, you're going to take yourself out the game. If you don't allow yourself, you're going to keep yourself in the game. It really just comes down to being aware and understanding losses are going to happen, but it's about how you react to them. You can't control if you're going to win a trade. You can't control if you're going to lose a trade, but you can control how you react to whatever does happen to you, right? Losing streaks are going to happen. You don't know when it's going to be over. All you can do is keep yourself in the game by not blowing your account, by not over trading, by not over risking, and then just coming back and following your system, following your process, just like you would any other time. And that's when the confidence in yourself and system comes into play, because if you know it's something that works long term, you're not going to be as hesitant to do it again if you see the same trade. But if you're hesitant, then it always comes back to that confidence of not having enough small W's built up to have the pure confidence in yourself and your trading system that when you see that trade, that you actually take it. Like, I don't care how many trades I lose. If I see my setup, I'm in there for the most part. But it just comes down to experience over time and stacking those small W's. Like, a lot of these will kind of be rounded around each other, but a lot of stuff is rounded around you in general, and a lot of these have to do with you. Next one, passing accounts but not getting payouts. I get this a lot, especially with a lot of my one-on-one students. This is something that happens to a lot of people, passing accounts but not getting a payout. This is because you can't keep yourself in the game. You're blowing your account before you can get 5 winning trading days, and that's usually because you risk too much on one day and you basically just go on tilt. You'll be good for 3-4 days, you'll blow it all in one day. That's usually what happens a lot of the time, and I'm sure you guys have been through that same exact thing. The main thing is just the consistency. You got to treat each day just as important as the last. You can't think this setup is going to be way better than the last. You can't think today is way better than yesterday's conditions. You got to treat each day the same, like it's the most important day ever, because all you have is right now. So you got to make sure you keep yourself in the game. You got to make sure if you lose all your trades for today, walk away. You got to make sure if you catch your W, walk away, because all you got to do is keep yourself in the game. You don't need to make that much money to be able to get access to a payout. $200 days, 5, that's just making $1,000. That's very attainable, especially with the leverage that we have with the funded accounts. It's just about not trying to chase an outcome, not trying to chase a payout, not trying to do any of those things, because a lot of the time you're taking yourself out the game because you went on a little losing streak, you lost a trade, and now in your head you don't think you're going to get that payout, you don't think you're going to pass that account. So now you're basically trying to force things. Now you're going on till it's just a big old domino effect that happens every single time. But it really just comes down to not getting in your own way. It's just a long game. You just want to be able to make sure you can stay alive for 5 days. If you pass the account, you can do it, because the same thing you did to pass the account, you just got to keep doing that same thing, and you're going to take losses. But if you take yourself out the game because of losses, you're going to keep on going through the same cycle of not getting a payout. But if you could get up past the count, there's no reason you can't get a payout. You're just not in the game long enough to even be there. You know what I'm saying? But it's very possible. If you could do the step 1 of passing, you can get a payout. Just now you just got to focus on being in the game long term. On a challenge, you can pass a challenge in 1 to 2 days. When it comes to that express account, when it comes to that live account, it's forever now. I mean, you have unlimited time. You're not supposed to risk everything in 1 week, because guess what? If it goes wrong, now you got nothing. Okay, and then we got the next one. Having the right bias, but getting stopped out right before the move. So this is going to happen a lot, and it just comes down to understanding the market liquidity. A lot of the time the market's going to try to take you out. Like, I say one day specifically was Thursday. Like I told you guys, I had 4 trades. 1 trade on Thursday. I took a loss just because the market came down 5 points below my stop loss, wicked me out just to go up, and I took the same trade again at the same entry with the same stop loss, with the same everything. And it played out, and I was able to make my money back. But it just comes down to liquidity. That's why I also allow myself to have more than 1 trade, because it happens a lot more than you would think. The market is not targeting you. It's just how the market is. A lot of people like me probably try to get in longs at that moment, and the market stopped them out before trying to go that initial direction. You just got to understand that's a part of the market. You just got to understand that's how the market is, and it's just part of the game. You can't hate the game, just understand it, because that same thing could have been on the good side of you catching a trade. You could have waited to get in as soon as it ran that low, and then had an even better entry. You just got to look at the positive a lot of times, but it's all happening for a reason. But like I said, one way that I combat that, because I can't control if I'm gonna win, lose, if it's gonna hit my stop loss or not, I just allow myself to have multiple shots, right? Like, I have multiple shots in the gun, essentially, so that think about if you had a gun and you just had 1 bullet, it's not effective. You're gonna have to basically make sure that you got the best aim in the world, because that's it. You want to make sure you have multiple attempts just in case, right? And that goes into the next question. Where the fuck is Kostas? How to attach a switch on a Glock? So first of all, I just wanna bring awareness to the fact that this was asked by a fresh 18-year-old Greece YN. Where's he at? Where's he at? Just put your camera on, because now this is intervention. Put your camera on, buddy.
Okay.
What time is it? What time is it, Kostas, for you? Black coffee addiction at 18. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. He only listens to Detroit music but lives in Greece.
It's
Um,
3 a.m., bro.
I think the
I don't even
U.S.
think you
might be a
could
bad
obtain a
influence.
Switch in Greece, bro.
Hold up. Let me join from my phone, and I'm gonna hold up. Hold up.
Because first of all, buddy, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Those other questions that I didn't even put in here. I got some of them just because I think it'll still be valuable to some people. But this one right here, I think it calls for intervention. Thirdly, you're not even allowed to have guns in Greece. So this makes it extra illegal. Like extra, extra, extra illegal. Like it was already illegal. But now it's like extra, like they gonna give you the chair, Brady. Not gonna lie. You might as well just turn your phone off, turn your microphone off, throw it in a ditch, and just live your days off the cryptos. You feel me? Or there he is. Look at this mother. Look at him. This is the guy asking about it. This is the culprit. 3 in the morning. Yeah, what a guy. What a guy.
Yeah.
This is why Bernie's sleep. His brain isn't functioning.
Nah, fuck me.
Hey, I feel it. Next question. How to stop your girlfriend from cheating. So you can't stop your
Bro,
girlfriend from
what the
cheating.
fuck?
First of all, I think it'll be good because there's still a lot of guys in here. Especially for someone like Kostas. First of all, you can't stop your girl from cheating. All you gotta do is become the best version to where, even if they cheat, go ahead. I wish you would. That's your loss. You cooking yourself. Go ahead. Try it. Try it. I ain't even gonna try to stop it. Go ahead, cause you gotta feel comfortable within yourself enough to where they not gonna want. You get what I'm saying? And it really just comes down to becoming the best version of yourself. Outside of everything else, if you become the best version of yourself, it's just cheating's not even gonna be an option. Go ahead. That's like I be saying. If someone go try to rob me, go ahead. I can't control if you go try to rob me. I can just
Bro,
control risk and
it's
manage. Managing
literally
risk.
every single time that I got cheated on.
That's a bad joint. If you getting
Yeah,
cheated on multiple times, you might be doing
right?
something
No,
also
no, no.
wrong.
That's on what you said. Like, if you're the best version of yourself, bro, you're just gonna know that she ain't worth it. Because every single time that I got cheated on, bro, she went with a bum ass motherfucker.
That's horrible.
Always,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie. That's bad joint. You should just kept that to yourself.
I never trusted them, bro. Never.
Shit, you ain't doing something right, gang.
Nah,
If she
nah.
cheated on you for a
I
bum,
still
I
have
ain't gonna
yet.
lie.
I still
That's
have yet
ultra
to move on.
disrespectful. Ultra. If you gonna cheat, cheat up, please. Cause if you cheat down, that's bad joint. At least up. All right, fuck it, whatever. You want more from life. It is what it is. But cheating down, nah, that's disrespectful, bro. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
like
You
it's
gotta
like
relocate. You gotta relocate, bro. And you said multiple times. Relocate.
it's
Just
like different
relocate.
Them
girls,
hoes
bro.
choosing in Greece, huh?
Yo, get out of Greece, bro. This is too
This
bad. This
bitch
is
is
shiesty.
wild, bro.
This is shiesty.
Bro,
I
taking
understand. I
like
understand you now. Matter of fact, I understand why Kostas is the way he is.
getting cheated on by a bum ass motherfucker is basically like taking a right trade and then you just close it and enter the like opposite direction and your original trade goes to TP and the trade you took goes to stop loss. That's literally the exact same thing, bro.
Hey, if you say so. I mean,
You,
if it feels like that, hey, I can't say you're right or wrong.
not gonna lie,
How long ago was this, bro?
you just comparing that to trading is probably why she broke up with you, bro.
Bro, who takes getting cheated on with a smile?
Bro said,
Then they
I
make
thought
it
there
a
was
joke,
like a,
and
I thought there
niggas
was
is
like a
happy
twist
about
in the
it.
Man, I
story.
reached out to her baddest friend, the baddest bitch she knows, and Greece that.
Bro.
Nah, it ain't even worth it. At that point, they all gonna cook them. If not, don't hang with any, but like, don't even. Nah, it's not even worth it, bro. Cause they're
Nah,
gonna.
it's gonna ruin your
It's
reputation.
sheep-minded. They'll be the same way. You just gonna have another person. You just gonna deal with another one of them. It ain't even worth it. I told you, get out of Greece. Just go relocate. I don't know. Go
No,
to
bro.
what's close to you, bro? I don't know. Go to Dubai. Go try Dubai or
Was she
something.
black? Was she white? What was she, bro?
Yeah, I'm flying to fucking Singapore in like 2 months and
Yeah,
then
bro.
Abu
Go
Dhabi.
try over there. Go try over there. I don't think Greece is it. You've had. Listen. Just learn from experience. Try something new. There you go. But on to the other questions. Like I said, to wrap it up, how not to get cheated on. Just be the best version of yourself. If you get cheated on, hey, they lost. Just get up out of there. And if they cheat down, then I would just say do some self-reflection because usually that doesn't happen. But in considering you just turned 18, there's not really much up and down in my opinion for your age. So you know what? It's okay. Fuck it. Doesn't
It
even
wasn't
matter.
even me who asked that, bro.
Charge it to the game. Now I know it wasn't you, but you're the youngest, so you're gonna need this the most because you're gonna have to go through life. You know. But it's okay. You'll learn as you go. Don't even worry about it. How to manage a job and trading when your job interferes with your trading hours. I would just say the only thing you could do is just try to get a different shift. Like that's the best thing you could do. Try to get a different shift if it's a job that's actually flexible. If it's not flexible, the only other thing you could do is get a different job. Like there's only two little options, and you can try to maintain the job you have if you want to keep it. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to sacrifices. In my opinion, you could leave your job and get a different job. You might make less. You might get your hours that you can focus on it, but it just comes down to making sacrifices. Nothing's going to come easy. But you have two options. Try to keep your job and change the hours. If you can't change the hours, hey, you got to get paid. So try to find a different job at different hours. That's the only thing you can do. Only two options. Just keep it simple. And then besides that, there really is another. Unless you just get rid of your job, but then you want to have at least have money saved for 6 to 12 months in case shit hit the fan. You need to at least survive, and you don't want to try to trade to make a living with no money. It's not worth it. You're just gonna end up hating life. It's not worth the mental stress. Next, the importance of patience with the importance of patience like with entries and the setups you want to go for. I would say the main thing when it comes to patience, you can also just make it as simple as possible. Don't show up to the charts unless you're showing up at a time you're supposed to trade. That's going to make it as easy as possible, because if you just show up when you're supposed to, it's just free game. It's just like going to a shooting range, and as soon as the targets come up, hey, there you go. I mean, you're there. That's your time. You're limited, right? You're paying for your time. There you go. You're supposed to just shoot the targets. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? Just show up at the time you're supposed to. If you don't show up before any time you're supposed to, it's not going to be that hard to just be patient, because when I show up at 9:30 to 11, I'm just there. I'm waiting for my setup to come to me. I'm here. I'm just waiting. I'm willing to shoot. I'm willing to go for it. I just gotta wait. And it just comes down to showing up at the right time. If you don't show up, hey, just gotta wait. There's no real, wow, why did you wait? I just wanted to wait. I just wanted to wait. There's sometimes just intuition, and you're never gonna know besides just going through experience and experience the entries, experience what the market is gonna do to you. Because the only reason I have the intuition to do anything is from experience, and that's something I can't teach. That's something that you just got to simply show up every day, take those trades, shoot the gun to actually get to the point of even being able to have that intuition, because unless you get into the trade, you're never going to get that experience to begin with. Next, the ins and outs of building, other skill sets off the charts, the process, the time it took, what schedules.
All right, we're back and we're done with the call. I'm about to upload it for the team and everything so they can go back and watch the little Q&A. It was about 50 minutes or so. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys probably like 10, 15 minutes of it. It was a lot of questions. I even schooled my boy Kostas on how to stop getting cheated on. Bro, he's 18, and apparently he got cheated on multiple times. Kostas, we doing something wrong, but we going to figure it out. We going to get you some more money. We going to figure it out. Kostas, man, we in here. We in this together. If Kostas is getting cheated on, I'm getting cheated on too. So that means I'm in pain. So that means we going to figure it out. You know why? Because we in this as a team. But neither here nor there. We also gave a lot of value when it came to risk management, when it came to making money, when it came to money management, life management, your daily routine management, trading setups, how to get into patience, all of that stuff. But I'm sure you already saw some of it. But if you didn't, make sure you apply in the first link in the description, because that's what's going to be allowing you to get access to these calls, get access to working with me one-on-one, get access to the daily live trading, all of the above. But with that being said, it is that time of the video is coming to an end. I love you guys. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you know what to do. The first link, the second link is the free trading training, and the third link is the broker that I use on a daily basis for my live trading. So stay safe, stay busy, stay productive, and let's keep on working.